it's cloudy, but the sun's actually trying to break out. Let's see if it stays put. And what was going on today? I thought this was kind of interesting at first because I remember reading that story before how the PGA Tour, they were using drones to just capture the event, and some golfers, they were like, get that thing out of there, it's distracting me. Well, it's kind of interesting here because it seems like here they're using FPV drones as, I guess, marketing material. You can see it basically flying everywhere from the golfer, and then it goes indoors and all that. That's supposed to be like a new trend or something like that, huh? Everyone wanting to capture FPV drones flying in buildings and then out. It makes me wonder if I should try it. I just never seen the setup, so to speak, that I would, I guess, use all the time. Even when I started flying the drone, it was more to see, okay, let's see if I could actually learn this thing by flying it every single day. And then I was reading this, which made me wonder the legitimacy of it, so to speak, whether or not it's scientifically accurate. You've heard of dogs that can sniff out things like, I guess, drugs and bombs, but how about like a drone? It says, Hazel, the drone sniffing dog, is on the case at DRM Productions. Those seeking to fly drones into Mansfield State prisons should be aware. Hazel's on the case. The 3-year-old yellow lab owned by Jay and Ashley Miller on Monday found an apparently crashed discarded Phantom DJI drone in a wooded area near DRM Productions, a business they own along Piper Road. Suspiciously, the business is not far from the Mansfield Correctional Institution and the Richard Correctional Institution. More suspiciously, the drone was found wrapped in camouflage tape and lights were sealed. So the assumption, of course, is someone was trying to use a drone to fly maybe into a prison to drop things like, I don't know, narcotics or something like that. But here it says, Hazel and Ashley were on a walk Monday around the edge of DRM property when the dog pulled her into the woods. She looked down a few feet into the brushy area and saw the drone. Yellow labs are more commonly known for bird hunting and flushing. Jay Miller, a self-professed nerd, said locating birds on the wing is not Hazel's strength. So it seems like it's kind of implying this dog is able to, I guess they say, sniff down drones and all that. Wouldn't this be like any other electronic, like say a laptop? I don't think you can clearly distinguish, say, oh, I'm smelling a laptop or a drone, could you? It seems like it's just more one of those things of, I don't know, maybe the dog saw something and then it realized, hey, what's that? At the same time, I think when it comes to smell with electronics, it's more about where it's been, correct? If it is actually a drug drone, that would make more sense if they had, I don't know, marijuana or something attached to it. If the dog can actually pick it up that easy, that would make more sense than actually smelling a drone, I would think anyways. And then this was interesting in regards to that story where there's a lot of billionaires that were going into space, with Virgin Galactic being the first and planning to open up a commercial operation. But apparently they're being investigated by the FAA, which might delay its launch, I guess, of its commercial space business. Because this one here says, FAA grounds Virgin Galactic amidst investigation into July mission. From what I gather, it seems to be about the ship going off course from its, I guess, designated area or approved airspace. It said the Federal Aviation Administration said it was grounding all Virgin Galactic flights until further notice, pending the results of the investigation into the company's July 11th crewed flight. And it says here, Virgin Galactic may not return the Spaceship Two vehicle to flight until the FAA approves the final mishap investigation report or determines the issues related to the mishap do not affect public safety. It says the FAA is responsible for protecting the public during commercial space transportation launch and re-entry operations. I guess the interesting thing here is too as well, most of these types of stories in terms of anything flying, it's, hey, you're flying too high, it's going to hit other aircraft. This one was more about it flying too low, apparently, according to the reports. Airspace, so you can actually fly as long as she has the basic license. It's actually now...
I don't think she does.
Okay.
Because I don't think you used to have one, right? So
no. That's kind of an interesting experience. Well, basically that police officer was wondering, hey, like, do you have a license to fly the drone? I do have the advanced, but I'm flying like the mini. And I was just explaining it to her, and then afterwards she's like, oh, she never knew that. And she was explaining how someone in her department wanted to actually fly it, I guess, but they couldn't because they weren't licensed. So I think that's actually a good example. Even if you're an authority figure and so forth, just ask questions if you don't know, versus from all the stories I read, some people, they just say, oh, I'm the police officer, that's it, you can't do this. It's like it's an ego battle. That's a good experience though. See you guys later.